Welcome everybody. How you doing? This is Stephen Loney here. We're talking about Rise. We're talking about opportunity for us to share what it is that we're doing to help us as men to across the globe to be able to prepare ourselves for something that we have been waiting for a lifetime. That's where we can come together to be an impact and inspiration to our communities, being the guy who can actually step up and get the job done, but not alone, but with a team. And so today we're going to talk about it. Today is our official day we're launching this. And this is a program that's designed to be the answer to those who want to move forward. And so today I got my good friend Talik. He's out here with me. He's over there. And where you at, Talik?
I'm in Maui. What's going on, Stephen Looney?
That's what's
Yeah,
up,
man, I'm
man.
in Hawaii.
Oh man, beautiful, beautiful man. Today is a special day for you and your wife. It's y'all's anniversary, so happy anniversary. I'm thankful that
Thank
you
you,
took
brother.
time to be here, man. So definitely we're gonna make this quick for you and your wife and your bride can actually enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, man. And so right now, man, I wanted just to have you here because you have been with me for quite some time. We've known each other for a while, and we have had a program. What you see right here is Men on the Rise. We've been a part of this for quite some time. I just want people to hear from your standpoint a little bit about how this journey has been. So first, just introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
My name is Talik Wynn. I'm a contractor. I renovate and beautify houses in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And I'm just so glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me on this platform, Stephen Looney. And I'm enjoying your journey, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm enjoying it too, man. It's definitely a journey worth being on. It's a difference to have your work, but it's a whole different about having your calling. And I've been called in this space to come beside men to help us to in this journey of life to find out what it is that we're on quest to be great in. So definitely that's what we're talking about. And today is a special day because we're releasing our new program. As you see it going across the screen in the left hand corner, you see Welcome to Rise. What is this about? Rise is a community where we are involved inviting men to join in as we move on this quest. And this is actually is resilient impact to strive to empower us as men to reach our final destination in our journey. And so this is what this is about. And so today is the first day we're actually moving in this space. And so we want to welcome you and we're going to give you more information as we go along. But I want you to take the QR code that's shown on the screen, scan that. And if you have information that's in the chat, whatever that talks about us, please tap into that because we want to invite you to our 8 o'clock call on Monday. We have a call for all men from all around to join in to find out what we're doing. So we can be able to break it down and explain to you, but also hear what you're saying. All right. So we want to do that. But I have Talik here and I want to ask him a question or two just to kind of get him some from his viewpoint of what it has meant for him and to be in this community up to this point. So one question I want to ask you, what are you building right now? What it is that you feel that's important and you're passionate about right now in your life?
Right now, I'm building my construction company, renovating houses, and I'm real passionate about being able to provide great quality work to realtors and being able to get stuff to them in a timely manner. And I like going back to the old school. Your word is your bond, man. So a lot of times, man, your word is all you have. And man, being able to show up and being able to deliver a good quality product for them, man, I'm super passionate about that, man. And being able to represent this space in a good, with good face cards, man, because this industry over the years, man, it hadn't been the prettiest for a lot of people. And so I want to be able to give that good honest and that good integrity back into the space because guys do such a phenomenal job in the space, but at the same time, man, just being able to rely on people is huge. And because everybody is dependent on you, and you need to stand in that space and represent and operate in a good integrity.
Awesome, awesome, man. Well, that means a lot, man, to make sure you're not just doing mediocre, but you doing a high quality service, setting a standard of excellence, and that speaks volumes, man. And I appreciate that, man. I know that's in your heart. You're a giver. You've always shown up since the day one I've met you, and you had that about you. And I've seen the growth and seen how you have moved into that next level in your business, and I appreciate that of what you're doing. And you always
Thank you.
sharing. you always step in the room to share on how you can use your resource to help. And so we're going to talk about that too. But one of the other questions I want to ask you, what do you see men struggling with right now? What's something that you see them struggling with?
I think a huge thing with men and our struggle issues is um, ego.
Mm,
Man, let me tell you something, man. Ego can put you in some dark places. And things that, maybe an uncle or cousin or somebody to share these things with. And 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 didn't give you the clarity when they gave you this information. And a lot of times, man, we walk around here hurt without answers, and our ego getting in the way. When you can just ask your brother, man, you know what, man, shed some light on me, man. I'm not strong in this area. You know, I grew up, and a lot of times, man, we need to lower these barriers, man, because we hurting out here. We suffering out here because we trying to act like we got it all together, and you don't. And you just need to be 1,000, man, because each one teach one. I mean, who knows every single thing, right? Nobody know everything, right? And so, guess what? You might be great in these two things, and somebody else might be great in something. But if I can help you and give you a nugget or two to take you to the next level, man, that's what it's about, man. It's about us sharing and being able to change this narrative that's been going around and clean it up. Because, man, we need to be head of our household and in the right way and
mm,
leading in the right way, not in no masculine way of ego, but God's way of leading and guiding and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about, man. Being able to represent in a positive manner. I think we lacking in that area.
yeah, 100%, man. That speaks volume, man. When you were able to be humble enough to show your not only your good hand, but the hand that you're struggling with, to show your vulnerable side, so you can be able to say, man, I don't have all the answers, but I can, what I'm saying, be open enough to receive help when somebody wants to give it. And not always just help, but to be able to be a part of a team where we can work together to get the job done. So that means a whole lot, man, to what you're saying. And so that's exactly what we're on. And I even myself have here lately been having more depth conversations, asking guys, hey, tell me what's your good things, but also tell me the things that you need help with. How can we get in the trench with you? How can we support that which you have a vision or even or wanting to get off the ground so we can be there to help one another along the journey? And when we do that, man, and it takes time because not everybody gonna show you
Yeah,
their naked side because they don't know you like that. But once you get into a community and you build that trust, then people are open to say, man, you got my best interest in heart. And by doing that, man, now we can be able to build what's real to you. And that's what we want to invite you to. And so, of course, it
yeah,
may take a while for us to get to that point where you're ready to share on that level, but it's okay. We just want you to know you got a safe space. We all about helping one another to get to the destination. It's not competition, it's about completion. And that's what we're on,
yeah.
man. So,
And another thing to reflect on that is, man, you might not feel vulnerable at the moment. You might not feel led to open up. But guess what? The big thing is just keep showing up, and
mm,
God will change your heart, man. And your heart will start changing because, man, when you start seeing a side of men that you never seen in your life before, then I'm telling you, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. And then next thing you know, now you're growing and being able to add so much value to your family and your kids and stuff like that.
mm,
You say you say your family and your kids the most important thing in your life, but yet you got you're not sure how to show that. And they keep on showing up, man. You'll start hearing brothers pouring in how they doing it in our household. And you may take a nugget here and there from a brother, and then you make it yourself. And I think that'll be amazingly huge, you know.
yeah. Man, that's good, man. What I want to do, man, because I need to. All right, can you hear me back now? I had a call come in, so knock me out. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, knock me out. Okay.
I
Lee, can you hear
got
me
you.
now?
Yep, I can
And
hear
so I'm
you. I
back
can see you
in.
too.
Take that out of call.
You dropped off. Yep, you
All
dropped off.
right. Can you hear me now, Talik?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Hope you can hear me loud and clear. If you can, get you back in the call with me, Talik.
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, man. My bad. I had a call come through. I meant to put this phone on do not disturb because it
It's
knocked me
okay.
out. But it's all
That's the
good,
beauty
man.
of live.
That's it, man. So actually, I'm gonna do that before we move any further. Let me put my phone do not disturb, and so we can make sure we don't have that problem any further. So all right, so there we go. But can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, so here we go, and you can see me okay too, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, cool. Well, anyway, man, I want to go ahead and wrap it up because I have another guy I want to bring in, man. But I want you to just share right quick. Is there anything that's near and dear to your heart that you want to convey? Why is it important for men to come together such as this in this platform?
I, I, I definitely think there's a reason for that, man. I think, man, when the brotherhood can get strong, man, and that's men on one accord, man, and and the ego don't show up. That ego is the enemy, man. I think we could do some amazing things, man, because this world needs us to represent, and we need to be able to represent and be that leader in your household. You know, when they say, "Hey, who's your leader?" You know, your kids need to be able to point to their father because they need to be proud of you. You know, and the way they proud of you is because you show up, because you pour into them, you put that time in it. And when you put that time in and you pour into them and you show up and you there for them, that's how you become a leader.
Mm,
And you don't become a leader by lip service. You become a leader by keep showing up day after day after day and being the man of your word, you know, and being able to stand behind it. That's what happened. And then God showed the glory on you, and the rest history. The rest history. That's how you show up.
man, that's awesome, bro. I appreciate you, Talik, man, for coming through, man, and always being a man of your word, man. That's one thing I love about you. You always say, if I'm gonna do this, you're gonna show up, and no excuses. No excuses. And so I appreciate life do happen, but at the same time, you're a man that honors responsibility. You honor relationships, and you've always been there from day one, man. So I'm honored to call you friend, call you my brother, and man, we're gonna keep on rocking out, man. But go ahead and enjoy that time with your queen. Happy anniversary to both of y'all, man. We're gonna see you later, all right, my brother.
Thanks, bro. Can I show you this view before I leave?
Oh, go ahead, bro. Let's see what you're working with. And I don't know on my end, I'm getting a little, I can't see it quite well, but I know. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
It came back. Well, it's working now. But go ahead, bro. Let's see what you got.
Can you see?
I can't see it on my end. This messed me up, but I'm pretty sure everybody else can on their
It's
end,
all
man.
good, brother.
Man,
Hey, man. Thank you
I
so
know it's
much, bro.
beautiful.
Good chatting
Sure
with you.
enough. Sure enough, man. Much love, man. Y'all enjoy your time, man. And we'll talk to you soon, all right, bro?
All right, peace.
No doubt. Be great, my brother. Casey, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Can you see me on the screen?
No, I see a reflection of me, but I don't see you. Not yet.
Okay. I don't know what happened, man. I had a
Oh, there you go.
man.
well you just slid. There you go again. You just popped up
Okay,
in the
cool,
corner,
cool.
my right corner.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to figure this one out because what happened was we had a call come in and knock me out. But it's all
Yeah.
good. So I'm learning how to use this platform better. That's another way. Let me see here. There we go. I think I figured it out. And
Restream. That's the name of the
yeah, it's called
platform.
Restream. Yeah, it is. Here we go. I see it now. I think I see it. Just bear with me for a quick sec. Let's figure this out. Think that's it. We in the money.
Yeah. There
No,
we go.
there we go. We back in. I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
figured it out. Yeah. So it's all love, man. Mental League was on there. I had a call come through and it just discombobulated everything. I said, oh Lord. Well, we
Right.
here, man. But Casey, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm humbly amazing, man. That's how I'm doing. I'm good, man. I'm humbly amazing. I'm grateful. Um, working, staying consistent.
Man,
How
that's
you doing?
good. Man, I'm cool, man. I'm in the trenches, fighting, baby. So I can't say everything is where you want it to be,
Yeah,
but guess what? We in it to win it. So I'm excited to know that we are at a day where we
for sure.
launching our new community called Rise, man. And I appreciate you taking time to come in here with us today, man, and sharing some words, man, because you're a dude who has been in it. Like I say, getting it done, man. So I know we got a conversation coming up. The people just don't know it. We're gonna get into it, man. But this, if you don't mind, let's take a few minutes just to introduce yourself.
Okay. To the audience, I am Casey Greg, owner of More Visions Empowerment, which is a consulting company where I facilitate keynote workshops. I have my own program, reentry program curriculum for the guys that's just as involved. I work with several nonprofits, organizations, on university settings, high schools, things like that. But I have my own story, but just here to give back. A little bit about me, but I come with a story just like everybody else do. So yeah,
Yeah, man. So I want to dig into it right quick and bring people up to speed, man. And
Mhm.
it's so important that people realize they can't count themselves out, no matter what their past look like, because it's predicated on what you do from this day forward. You can have a
Right.
bad past, but you know what I'm saying, you have opportunity in this future to make most difference. So this is kind of unpacking a little bit about your past right quick. We're not gonna be long here, but I just want to kind of let people know that, man, you had a setback that set you up for a greater comeback. And like right now, we in
Sure.
the trenches are still moving on it, but let's just kind of talk briefly about what that was.
Yeah. So my story, just not just subject to me. I always say that every time I get to talk about my story, even though we talking about me right now, but it's so many of us going through what I went through. I just chose to do something about it. But at the age of 17, I was a junior in high school, was sentenced to 20 years in the Department of Corrections. End up serving 17 years, 6 months behind the wall, behind the gates, and came home, did 2 years on probation. Been home 5 years now, but since I've been home, I had to go through a little trial and error and just had to learn to understand that I can't go asking for opportunity. I got to start creating my own opportunity. And just been in the trenches, full-time student at Fayetteville State. Been able to establish my business, which is More Visions Empowerment. You can go check that out at kcgreg.com. I've been able to actually work with majority of the nonprofits that's in my current city right now with their programs and a lot of their use. Me just having that lived experience and then going in there and helping them understand that, hey, I don't just only understand y'all from reading about what y'all went through. I actually been through some of the same things and just trying to kind of paving my way. Just paving my way.
Oh, that's
So
good,
yeah,
bro. I'm so proud for you, man. All that you're doing, it's just like I say, it's building. And sometimes when you're in the building process, it seems like, man, it's not there yet. But guess what? It's you look back over some of the things and people who you've impacted through your time of speaking or getting in the trenches doing mentoring. You've definitely made a
yeah,
major impact in those lives. And so, man, I'm so proud for what you're doing. And yeah, the greatness is yet to become. You know what I'm saying? Still so
for
much
sure.
more to in your
Yeah,
future, man. So I'm excited to
right.
see what's
Still
about to come
building,
for.
man. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah,
so, but with that, man, I want to just take a moment, man, because today we're launching off our new program called Rise. And again, for those who are not familiar, Rise is a men's organization where we are not just here just to have sessions and things like that, but it's all about how can we create impact? How can we really move the needle? How can we come together and create a brotherhood that can actually support one another to be able to reach that you for each one of us to reach our fullest potential. And so today we're on a quest to do that. And so if you see a QR code on the screen, please scan that. Also tap into the community because this evening at 8 p.m. we're going to have a call where you're invited to join in with us to meet the other brothers and find out how you fit and how you can be able to join what we're doing. So and again, this tap in, and we're going to share all that with you once you do get into the community. All right. And so with that, Casey, you've had a chance to be a part of several things we've done in the past. We've been on certain stages together and worked together
Yeah.
in certain aspects. So I just want to kind of shit at first, find out again what are you building and what's your passion first. Let's just talk a little bit about that for a second.
I come to realize, I used to always say my passion is the youth, which it is. But my purpose is more so I'm starting to realize I'm more of a servant leader, and that servant leadership turns into impact. I have my niche is network, and only through my network is people. I guess they start to understand that I have not only just passion, but I actually have a purpose, and I align with most of the time in, you know, people's whatever they got working on. So that's my purpose in this moment, in this phase. I think our purpose changed over time depending on what phase you in that life, but it's still in alignment with the bigger things. But just right now, just making sure I'm serving.
Mm.
That's my I'm a servant leader. Um,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
I feel you, man. That's really so hard, man. And what is a leader? So it's someone who has influence, someone who's really to go to bat and to work with other individuals to help them to find out where they
right.
fit. Doesn't mean you have to be the person with the greatest words or articulation. It's not about that. But are
Yeah,
you able to help people to get to their destination? That's what a leader
for sure.
does.
For
hmm
sure.
And so, with that, man, I wanted to ask you this: what do you see most men, people who you feel you've been called to? What's the struggle you find?
Uh, the consistency. I find a lot of the consistency. A lot of times it depends on individual, but a lot of times and I deal with this myself. A lot of times we get into whatever we say that it is, or we going to do, or we want to do. It's actually executing it, getting out your mind, executing it, and actually digging deep to actually build what you see in your mind outward. A lot of times it's just not, it look good on paper. It's good to write your visions down, look good on paper, but sometimes, a lot of times, you can't got to get out your own head. I think a lot of men, people that I serve, sometimes they allow their past or some of the things that they done dictate how they move in the future, and also just discipline, no distraction. They got to eliminate distraction. So I find a lot of people just, you know, easily distracted. We can say we want to do one thing, but when you're already in the consistent routine of doing things the wrong way for so long, you got to actually go through your self-reflection phase and take an analyzation of your whole life, not just your spiritual self, your emotional self, you got to go through your financial self. You got to start rebuilding so many things in your life to actually feel that peace or that solitude that you're looking for. Like, in my mind. So I run into a lot of that, just, keeping people focused, disciplined,
Yeah.
and actually in alignment with whatever they're doing. And so,
Mm,
yeah,
that's
a lot of
good,
people
bro.
distracted.
I so much agree with you there. So many things. Sometimes it's not even your fault. Sometimes life will come in and do a realignment
Mhm.
or cause you to have to focus on these things too. But does that
Yeah,
mean you have to stop what you have committed yourself to? It may
right.
just have. Go ahead, bro. Let me hear you dive in on it.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I was just speaking to this. I'm like, life going life. It's gonna happen. We know this. It's going to happen. I don't. It ain't. We ain't even got to point out one specific thing, because it varies, and it's the same for everyone. But to me, when that thing happens, is how do you respond to it when it comes to your purpose, your destination, your divine assignment? Because a lot of times, you know, we are regular people with purpose that found their purpose and understand their purpose and walking towards it, and people get to seeing it. I think a lot of times they forget that sometimes we have regular problems, and it can be all types of things. It ain't got to be financial. It can be family. It can be sickness. It can be so many other things that you're dealing with, and you have to focus on it. But in my mind, focus on give it energy and time, but you still have a divine assignment. So how do you still show up and remain present for your contribution, your purpose on why you're here in this situation or whatever you may doing? So I kind of use that, like, yeah, I'm going through this, like, this ain't working out yet, but listen, I still got to work on this thing, this assignment that is bigger than me, it's divine. So it's like, it's a different type of force. So things gonna happen, but that fire, when you found that why, that it factor, oh, you still gotta work. No, it's fair game, and it's not personal. You still got to work. It's not personal, because life gonna life. It's not personal. It's not just unique to you. It's going on with everybody. So you still got to find that fire that's burning in you to keep, have that. I got my program curriculum thriving through and after adversity. You got to thrive through the adversity before you can talk about your after. You know,
Mhm.
you got to go
Yeah.
through that. Like, so yeah.
Man, that's spot on, man. I would say, and I had a conversation with someone a couple weeks ago, and it was one thing he was talking about being happy. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, you know, in the word, it doesn't promise you're going to be happy, but you will have joy. Joy is unspeakable joy. And what that's saying is, you may not feel good all the time, but you still got to show up. And it's
Still
not
got to
based
show
on
up.
your feelings, but it's based on that you have made a decision that this is what you're going to do. And when you make that decision, you can find joy in the midst of a storm. Joy doesn't it's not predicated on an emotion. Joy is in that you have made a decision that you're going to pursue to have this in spite of. And so now that you make a decision that joy is who you are, it's not what you do, then it can show up in any situation. You can have lost everything and still have joy because your joy
Yes.
wasn't built on that stuff. It was built
No,
because you made a decision that's who you are.
for sure.
Yeah. So
For sure. For sure.
yeah, man. So with that said, man, we want to talk more about. And trust me, what you're hearing right now, that's what you get in the community, man. So I want y'all to tap in. Hey, if you have a husband, you have a son. Now we do say we don't want the little kids here because it's more of adult, and we want to make sure we are protecting those who are going to be in the community because they want to share the truth, and we don't want anybody to
Right.
hold back. So what goes on here, we make sure we're here to love on our brothers, not to expose our brothers. So if that's what you on. That's what we're about. Because we want to see you be great. And this is where we come together to welcome those who say, man, hey, I've tried to reach out and never have been burnt before, but hey, don't give up. Keep pressing to be in a space that we're here to help you to be your best version of you. And so with that, man, this is your experience of being on our calls on Mondays and things like that. Let's hear a little bit about how it has done and impacted you from the times you had a chance to experience.
Oh man, it's been every time I've ever hopped on the call, I always left with a great contact. Somebody that's in alignment with what I'm working on, somebody that can probably lead me or guide me into the right situation anytime that I need it. So it's always been, brotherly love. I just like the fact that when you get on there, you see a bunch of these men and we come together to discuss or read a book, go through each chapter in a book that actually address some of the things that we dealing with on the every daily life and open up with each other, talk about it. What's his perspective, how he see it, how do that relate, or just learning new knowledge, getting them new nuggets. Like, oh man, I ain't look at it like that. So it's so much that come with it. It's a platform full of entrepreneurs, full of educators, full of pastors, full of you got so many different versatile men, husbands, fathers, So I always, it's always been love, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. And you gotta, keep rising, be great.
Yes,
That's
yes.
the slogan,
No,
be great.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so
Absolutely. So,
but
man,
yeah,
I
that's been my
appreciate
experience.
I appreciate everything you've been doing, man. And I know you got some great things you're working on right now. You in school, you working, you got your son, you got so many moving pieces. But one thing you have been consistent on doing your part, on reaching out and focusing on your call, man. So I commend that. Look forward to continue us doing some things together. And that's one of the beauty of what we want to do. We always find out what you're doing and how we can partner with you to make sure we can support those things. So man, like I said again, we want to just welcome other men to scan the QR code. If you know a man, please invite them to be a part of what's going on because today is our official kick off to our next phase, which is called Rise. And so if you're joining on to this evening, we explain a lot more detail with you. And if you go to the QR code, you can get some information there. But we definitely want to help you rise to your fullest potential. And that's with that said, Casey. Anything you want to close the people out with, man? Anything in your heart?
For sure, man. No matter what you're going through, I like I said at the beginning, I was just a 17-year-old kid sentenced to 20 years. But once I realized that adversity was the architect of one purpose, it changed the whole thing. It changed the way I looked at it. So sometimes you find yourself fighting in that storm. It's like, why this, why that? Sometimes you got to change that perspective and say, why not me? I'm built for this. I have endured. I can endure it. Slow it down, reverse it, and then actually start creating a plan to do something about it while you in that storm. That's where you get better. You diamonds. You take pressure to make diamonds. So, and even with that, it's still all about the cuts and bruises and on that diamond too that make it a certain character. So you're gonna have to go through some cuts. You're gonna have to go through some things, but the more you go through, the more you'll grow. So that's what I would like to say.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you so much, my brother. Man, we definitely gonna look forward to tapping in with you later, man. But y'all, thank you guys for tapping in, checking this information out. Again, like I said, things happen as you see. We had a couple bumps in the day, but hey, it doesn't stop us from moving forward. We just take those things and we're gonna keep our joy, but we're gonna rise to the top. So until we see you again, y'all be great.
Be great.